Elementals are thick as hell. This guy right here, every time you summon one, he's gonna gain 1 health. Party Elemental, every time you summon an Elemental, he empowers another one with 1/1. Look at that shit. This Elemental's gonna be your best friend because when you sell him, he gives you another Elemental, so that's 2 for the price of 1. Oh, the Empire is really good mixed with this guy because every time a top minion's attack, it gains 2 attack permanently. He's already gaining health from Elementals being summoned, so why not give him attack 2 every time he's attacked, for goddamn sake. Stasis Elemental is gonna get you another one. Very good for finding triples and very good for other shit. When you golden this guy, guess what? He summons 2. This motherfucker, even though he doesn't say he's an Elemental, look what he fucking says. At the end of the turn, give the leftmost minion 1 repeat for each Elemental you played this turn. You're gonna be playing a lot of Elementals, so you wanna get him so you can get your far left as strong as you possibly fucking can. Put whoever you want to get buffs on the far left. It doesn't matter where you put him, no matter what, he's gonna be buffing the far left. So you can put him over here. Just don't put him here, or he's gonna be buffing himself, and you don't want that. Don't be afraid to sell these Battlecry Elementals because they serve no purpose other than being fuel for these guys. What you want to keep is the one with the lightning bolts on them because that means that their effect is permanent and ongoing. Arcane Assistant is your bread and butter. He's gonna be the guy who buffs everyone. Now, if you get Party Elemental and Molten Rock Golden at the same time, and you're confused on who to summon first, summon him first. Because with Party Elemental, he does not buff the Elemental that is summoned. Only another Elemental that was already on the field prior to the Elemental being summoned, so he won't get the buff if you do it in that order. Refreshing Anomaly ain't too good, but he's good if you need to refresh the board a couple times. General fun for any class that you play. When you have an ability or cards that buff a certain minion, choose the ones with the lightning bolt, because those are the ones you want to keep in the field the entire time, not the ones that only have battle cries or death rattles that you're going to get rid of eventually. Oh fuck!
I'll get you, bitch!
Crackling Cyclone. He has Divine Shield and Wind Fury, and when you golden him, he has Mega Wind Fury. That means he can smack 4 times. You want to buff him as best as you can. Keep in mind, Elementals only have 1 Death Rattle minions, so they're not really worth buying Baron. Gentle Jagini. He's the only Elemental with Death Rattle, and when he is killed, you get a random Elemental to your hand and 1 is summoned on the field. Maybe the Kitchen Nightmare is somewhat useful in the end game because he's gonna be buffing all the minions in the entire battleground every time you summon an Elemental. That means every time you summon an Elemental, no matter where they are, they're gonna get buffed while they're in the thing. See? And that buff is permanent. So he's good to keep around for a little bit, but once you need room, feel free to get rid of him. Lil Rag is the upgraded version of Party Elemental. So you give another Elemental stats equal to their tier. So he would give 3/3 to somebody, you would give 3/3, 2/2, and so on. All-Fire Elemental works just like Cave Hydra or Foe Reaper 4000. When he does damage, the excess damage goes to the adjacent minion. Once he gets golden, it does to both minions. Feel free to move your Wildfire Elementals to the far left as you want him to get the buffs of Major Domo. That way that he can deal more damage if he gets an overkill. Tavern Tempest is going to add another Elemental to your hand when you summon him. He's very good for just getting rid of and having a very strong build. You can get rid of him after a while. And finally, you got the best Elemental there is, Lieutenant Gar. He is like the older brother of Molten Rock. Every time you summon an Elemental, you gain 1 health for every Elemental you have. So if you have a full board of Elementals and you summon a new one, he's going to be gaining 7 health. Once he's golden, you're going to be gaining 14 health. He is very thick and strong. And from this point on, you're just going to be buying and selling and buffing up all your guys as much as you possibly can. Murlocs with Poisonous are the Elementals' worst nightmare. And that's just about everything you have to know about Elementals. The key to getting a strong Elemental deck is buffing the hell out of the ones that are important and getting rid of the ones that don't mean shit. Selling this Elemental and getting the triples of him is nice and dandy, but you don't need to keep him on the board. As you can see, all the ones that are still on the board are the ones with lightning bolts because they have permanent effects. And that's how you win with an Elemental deck. If you have more questions, feel free to comment below. I'll just give it a thumbs up and then not do anything else. In the next video, we're going to be going over pirates, and hopefully they don't touch our booty. Subscribe for more!